I pray for better days. Working hard cause I want extra pay. Talk to them seeds, but you must demonstrate. Cause it's your ways that they gon' imitate. Non-violent. Sometimes I wish I would've went to college. Frown proudly. Cause where I'm from, they hate you when you smiling. Your faith should be your gun. You can't leave home without it. The children being grown, cause all the parents acting childish. You show them your reality, I bet they doubt it. You tell them all about your dreams, that's when they out it. Your own blood. Ain't no family no more. They do you badly for show. You try to patch up your soul, Lord knows you on a mission to show him you so submissive. The prayer said in silence, you know the devil can hear him, pay attention. Know the war's within. How much time do you spend? Try to balance your zen, then again, losses is lessons. You tell me you trying to win. We know about saving money. You tell me you trying to spend that blood on it. Sweat, tears, you put that love on it. Your best years was just a dumb moment. You tired of going hungry. Can't deal with fake making your life lonely. Your lack of faith that left your soul boning. But you gon' work and you gon' strive. Do what it takes to survive. What is truth? What is a lie? You know that war's inside. Some get draped into the fake. They don't know what to decide. Wrong choice, meet your demise. Keep that between you and I. You realize some people you gon' let go. You visualize the things you need to feed your soul is on the rise. They not gon' wanna let you go, but it's alright. It's cool to bury what's gon' grow. Went from wrong to the right and to the dark to the light. It was a hell of a fight. You give it all your might. Gotta hold on tight and you stay strong and precise. You fight the war that's inside, cause it might change your life. Wrong to the right and to the dark from the light. It was a hell of a fight. You give it all your might. You just hold on tight and you stay strong and precise. You fight the war that's inside, cause it might change your life. I ain't the person that I used to be. So what I do today ain't things that you used to see. Stay the same, no, things change usually. Some folk I may know might get reintroduced to me. Yeah, I ain't the person that I used to be. So what I do today ain't things that you used to see. Stay the same, no, things change usually. Some folk I may know might get reintroduced to me.
Don't be stressing on the dumb shit, cause God is gonna make a way. Just keep going and keep your faith, so you can win this race. This race called life, yeah, yeah. This race called life. This race called life, yeah, yeah. Race called life. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm grinding 'cause I know that I'm gon' get it. I just gotta have vision, keep faith and be humble. Have some patience with it. I've been A1 since day one, and always on my job. I never been a fake, never had to steal and rob. Cause I do good business, I'm too good with it. And even though I'm on this road, I'm still daddy to my children. You know I do good with them, and don't like being missing. But I hate when my bills are thicker and my pockets get thinner. But I can't stress up on the dumb shit, cause God is gonna make a way. I keep going and keep my faith in my pace, so I can win this race. Win this race called life. This race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life. This race called life. This race called life, yeah. Race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life, yeah, yeah, yeah. I keep on running in this race.
Oh, they finna install that new. Okay, that's cool. There we go. Oh, you just did that. That's hard. Okay, yeah, I ain't mad at them. I'm glad I ain't ordered them schematics because I just was about to. Yeah, nah, man. I mean, shout out to him. Like I said, if he has information, if the shit is true, the shit is true. But it's like, why aren't you having this emotional response? Like, oh shit, hold on. I pressed the wrong button. Hey, when you in the building,
Hey,
what's
one
going
in the
on, God?
building. How y'all feeling today? Peace.
All
Peace,
right.
peace, peace, bro.
All right. Hey, get in there, man. What's good? Yeah. I'm not terrified of the information. He just has a lack of, well, I think, well, at this point, he's purposely structuring the conversation where it's like, he think he killing somebody. That's why he's gotcha, gotcha. Like he
Checkmate,
looking for
checkmate.
that gotcha moment. And I'm like, checkmate. Like, what did you do? That's what you wanted? Okay, well, go ahead, checkmate.
Wait, was there somebody who kept saying checkmate after every couple lines to you?
Yes, bro.
Where is he? Find him for me.
Oh, you been looking for?
I've been looking for this brother. I need him on my channel. Look, he had one day he came to an open panel and he had the whole panel hot, and I'm like, hey, I gotta have him back. It was the
Yeah.
checkmate, and he kept saying, "Y'all up here booty clapping for somebody." Like it was funny. He had
Hell
everybody
nah.
everybody was
Yeah,
triggered that day. Like
that's what he do, man. I mean, that's, I mean, but of course, like he couldn't do that, man. Not with nobody, you know what I'm saying? Not over here, man. But I've seen him do it though in several places. But
I say shout out to him.
sometimes, sometimes his narrative switches and stuff too, because he didn't start calling himself mulatto until he got over on Q, and he got drilled over there. Then the next thing you know, he started embracing that mulatto title, and that was like over a year ago. So he definitely changing his narratives and shit. It's all he's just a troll, man.
yeah, he funny.
Yeah,
He's
that's
definitely a funny character. He definitely was looking for a gotcha moment too at every turn of the dialogue. That's what that checkmate was about.
yeah. Like I guess he just write it down. It's like a personal score he keep. I don't
Checkmate.
know what it is.
Checkmate.
Yeah, man. But he
That was
cool.
funny.
Yeah. Checkmate.
Hey,
And I'm still sitting on the king and queen on the board. Got all my knights. What you mean? You about to get checkmated?
Lost his damn mind. Yeah, shout out to him though, man.
Yeah, shout out
Shout
to
out
him.
to him. I ain't mad at him. But what's good, God, man? I've been asking for that rescheduling, bro. You
oh
still
yeah,
fucking
you locked
around?
you locked in for sure. Ain't nothing happened crazy. My organization just got it was weak last week, so I'm gonna try to tighten up
Oh,
this
okay.
week. I'm trying to stick to all my online stuff, no matter how I'm feeling about real life. You know what I'm saying? Some days I
Well,
don't be
strength
feeling
to
like
you in
doing
real
it,
life, for real. How
and
you
then I
doing?
make an excuse like, man, I ain't gonna do it today because I ain't feeling it.
Man,
And
bro, I got your back, man. Excuses is one thing I support when it comes to mental fucking sanity, protecting yourself. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we all just trying to figure life around. You know what I'm saying? So,
uh,
yeah, I'd
I
rather
feel
you,
like
do it and be proud of it than do it and don't.
the best thing we could do when we get in them situations, I feel like, is to work it out because depression it'll put you in it'll have you caught in this loop where the depression will make you feel like you don't want to do anything, and then you start to stay depressed because you're not doing anything. Like
Yeah,
to lose the depression, you need active wins under your belt on a daily basis. You need to go outside, get some fresh air, exercise, so that way you can release what I call the antidepressant chemicals, dopamine,
Yeah.
oxytocin,
The first
etc.
thing you have to do is notice that you are depressed.
Yeah,
That's the hardest thing for a person that's depressed. You could be in that state for an ample amount of years and think it's just normal. So
yeah,
that's
you're
one
right
thing
about
that
that.
when you start talking about depression, you got to realize like, okay, this is not normal. You know what I mean? And like really understand because that I've seen people, even myself, it could take years before you even realize that's what's happening.
That's big facts. You're right about that. Yeah, and they say the people who
yeah,
are the happiest are the people who think the happiest thoughts. So I try to stay around some positivity and make sure there's balance in what I'm doing. Because when I'm on here, it's a lot of negativity and people tearing each other down, etc. So it's
yeah.
just If you overindulge in this, yeah, it could happen. It could happen. Somebody, I forgot
Controlled
who.
negativity is how I like to look at it.
Yeah, that's better. And then it still needs to be in moderation. You know what I'm saying? It's too much of anything. And luckily, I got some brothers who hosting on my channel. They got some real good decorum. They don't do all of that. So since I'm surrounding myself with them more, it's like it's making my environment better. So sometimes too, it's the people we got around us.
Uh, yeah, I saw. I was watching that premiere that you was doing the other day. I saw Chris was over there. I ain't know Chris was an atheist now, man.
Yeah, yeah, he an atheist now. He used to be a Israelite. He's in a tournament
Yeah,
too. He's definitely in a tournament. Uh,
that's what's up.
yeah, it's funny. He was chill that day. That was fun. I did a little. I'll be recording the back chats for anybody who's wondering what he's talking about. So I'll take the back chats. Sometimes I'll pre-record it and stream it later, and then sometimes I'll go live, depending on the decorum of the people that's there. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like it's a bunch of crash outs, I'll pre-record it and see how it goes.
How you doing, brother?
So yeah, that was a dope conversation they was having that day. You see, I chimed in on the end of it. I don't
What's
know if you
going
made it
on?
that far.
Yeah, no, I saw you. I said, look at that woman, man.
Because usually I've been in host mode, so I haven't been pushing an opinion too much. And even if you look
uh,
on there, I wasn't trying to slam dunk nobody. It was just me
yeah,
talking in the effort of learning and having a healthy dialogue and building with the brothers. Like I wasn't trying to slam dunk points on people. Like I got you. You don't know what you're talking about. Like once I see somebody's going and doing a circular reasoning thing, I just leave them alone because I know I got them. I don't have to stand over them and shout it out. Like
yeah.
Let me
so.
ask y'all a question, man, Swab. 'Cause I tried to ask you in the chat the other day, and it's dealing with like the misinformation that has transcended offline. Stuff has been
Hmm.
debunked that you can disprove. But in my situation, I've just gotten around some family I haven't been around for some years, and now that I'm back, they spewing misinformation, stuff that we didn't debunk, that stuff that's new to them, and they want to run with, but they trying to like proliferate it to me now, and I'm sitting here, you know what I mean? Like, wow, in real life, you
Cracking
know what
up.
I'm saying?
Hey,
It's
boy,
funny,
boy,
man.
boy. What stream do I gotta go back to show you this shit? Yeah, nah, I
Exactly, man.
understand. It comes in waves. Like I say, it comes in waves. I ain't gonna lie. Like it go and it's a dissipation of it, and then there's a whole new wave of people coming through
Yeah.
talking that old
Because
school
you can't
Pharaoh
handle it
shit or
like you
whatever.
handle it on the internet. You can't handle it like you handle it on the internet and stuff. Like,
No, you can't. You can't. You
I
can't.
mean,
Motherfuckers
you can't.
really I feel some type of way about you. But what specific was they picking up on?
It's just all the old goodies, the old flat earthness,
Some
the
fucking
old,
fries, loaded
yeah.
fries. I gotta buy. You see, I'm buying season. See, I'm buying some season. They're like, man, these motherfuckers. Goddamn. Yeah, I think it's just Cajun and I ain't nothing I needed. I was looking for some seasoning sauce, but we dead on that. Yeah. New York. That one New York deli spot. You could have told me they on trash. Yeah, yeah. It's cool. Yeah, I ain't want to eat nothing too damn heavy. Everything they trying to sell me big ass sandwiches. I'm like, man, I just need. They like, all right, loaded fry, man. Fuck it.
Suave, I just had a great idea.
I'm listening.
When is your debate with Doma?
You said with Domo,
Yep.
the 26th.
You in the Psychopathias tournament? They have a tournament, or how
Yeah,
does it go? So
yeah.
you about
It's
to
a
be
bracket. It's a tournament.
so you about to be booked up? How many
No, 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 no. I got like I say, it's 14 debaters. It's a bracket, so I think we got like one, two, three debates, and then it's the championship. So mine on the 26th, and I gotta wait for everybody else to do their debates, and then
Okay,
I
well
find out.
I had a spot open up. That's what I was gonna say. Because not only did I miss your thing, I could double back, still do your interview, and then and then you can go right into the tournament
Okay,
if you
that's all
wanted
right.
to, though. If
Yeah,
you
what
wanted to.
too? Let's get it in, girl.
Let me pull up the little video. I got a new commercial. I'm gonna show you who you debating, and then I'm gonna update the commercial today, so you on there.
Let's get it and go in.
Is
Heck
that
yeah,
your
that's what's
channel,
up, Ken.
Coliseum of Arguments? Is that your channel name?
Coliseum of Arguments, yes, and it
Okay,
Titans Debate League.
cool.
Here goes the video. It's in the back, and you are debating King Naga. You're replacing Takari.
These are not just
That's
speakers.
me on the
These are
voiceover.
thinkers, forged in fire. Warriors of words stepping into destiny. Welcome to the Coliseum of Arguments, where logic clashes with conviction and ideas spill like blood in the sand. 16 titans, 16 minds, one path to immortality. They come seeking truth, they fight for redemption, they burn for revenge. Featuring the intellectual elite of the Titans Debate League. Every round a new war, every word a new weapon, every titan.
And down there in that bottom right corner, you will be debating King Naga. He has that disc, the wood disc on his back.
Okay.
He takes the premise usually that God is light, light is electromagnetism. Of course, you can come up with any topic, but that's his go-to thing. And his
What God is, come on, the God of the Bible?
yeah, God. Well, God is light. Light is electromagnetism. They're not specifically Christians per se, so I wouldn't say the God of the
Yeah, no, I know
Bible.
they running from Christianity.
Well, they use all the different texts to push their point. So
Okay.
whether you pulling out the Quran, they're gonna show you some stuff in there to try to support their stuff. The Bible, the Old Testament, Nag Hammadi, etc. So they all over with it, and then they using science and stuff too. They do a lot of physics. I rock with them. They dope with it. But yeah, let me let this finish. It's only about 10 more
Ready
seconds.
to fall or rise in glory. This is not debate, this is combat. Step into the Coliseum of Arguments. Only the brave speak here. Are you not entertained?
And this will be going on Roku as well. So, yep, we're about to get paid. There's a $500 cash prize for this. The winner of each round will be receiving $50 on their way to the finals as well. We don't have anything for the losers on this one. We're not giving out second place trophies. Sorry, fellas. So yeah, you will be able to get paid $50 per win, as well as $500 for the grand prize. Yeah, it's going. And I'm gonna update that flyer. I already got a picture of you and got you cut out, so I just gotta pop it in there. It'll take me a couple minutes, and then I'll shoot that over to you. All you got is the email. You said you're not on the book, huh?
Yeah, I sent you my link to my Facebook.
You did. Hold on. Drop it in the private chat again for me if you can,
Okay.
so I can get you into the group, and then it's easy for you to see all the updates. I just have to post it once instead of trying to reach out to everybody individually. But the website also is going to be up this weekend too, coliseumumarguments.com. So
That's hard, man. Make sure
yeah,
I check that out. Let me see. What was my
yeah, I'm about to do the website with the app, try to merchandise some of this stuff, get the shirts. I got a character, one of these guys. I'm about to do a bobblehead doll for. I'm about to sell all that stuff on the little shopping cart.
That's hard. That is hard. Let me see. I should be able to just share, right? Oh yeah, share profile. Copy.
Yeah, I knew to come on here to holler at you though. I'm like, he gonna be online. I'll go on here and reschedule with him in a day or two. Because I'm back rolling now. And I'm trying to do as many interviews as I can in the next 2 weeks. Like I want one a day on my channel. So you are definitely gonna be in that loop.
Okay, bet. Yeah, that's me right there. So
Gotcha.
yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Shit, he got an interview on there.
His interview is coming up, but he does have some stuff. I'll drop it in your inbox on here. He
All
got a
right,
lot of material. He's got stuff that's on my page that you can actually check out. I'm gonna send you that stuff because he's
I
come up
bet.
for a couple open panels. He actually stepped. It's funny. His homies debating on my channel tomorrow. I have a thing called the Gauntlet where it's $50 win, lose, or draw for either one, but there's no grand prize. But his homies debating at the face off. His homie was late, so he stepped in for him, like took half of the face off over for him, and then his homie showed up like, "Oh, I'm here, I got it," because
That's
they
what's
share the
up,
same
man.
ideologies. So I'll send you the face off, and you can see him going in. That joint was rocking too.
You said Takari Richardson or Takari
Takari
Dawson? What's
Dawson.
his name?
That's who you're
Dawson?
that's who you're filling in for.
Yeah, they wanted me to debate him on some flat Earth shit.
Yeah, I got another flat Earth guy too. Takari, he told me he retired. So you
Yeah, he
know,
should. He should.
you,
He fucking should, man. I feel like he getting his life together now. Cause I said this motherfucker is throwing his life away.
oh man, you is
I'm glad to
funny,
hear
man.
that, man. That's what's up. I feel better about the world now.
Hey, Swab, what state you in, man?
Indiana.
Indiana. That's funny because I was thinking when you were saying that, I got the vibe from I don't know if you remember the Power Tommy season.
Oh, wow. Do I feel like that's familiar as shit?
It was the white
You-
boy from Power, and he had
Oh,
two
you
Talking about
said
with
seasons.
Tommy. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Tommy.
Simon.
yeah.
The now remember Diamond was the older brother. I don't know. You gave me the vibe of the younger brother when you were saying that shit. Like he should. Like, and then I was
Oh,
like, I wonder if he's from that area, that Chicago area. But yeah,
yeah, man.
uh, well, I'm tripping. Chicago, Illinois. That's not Indiana. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I mean, but
you was repping
Gary is
Gary.
15 minutes from Chicago. Like Gary is like Chicago's armpit, you know. Or
Hey,
it like
bro, that
the little brother they don't want to fuck with no more.
Mm. I got locked up in Scott County, Indiana. You know where that's at?
Mm, mm-mm.
It was a bunch of
That
Chicago people
motherfucker's
out there though. But I was coming through on a Greyhound, and then I went from the gas station side to the McDonald's side. I guess I stepped over the line, and they didn't care that I had money and none of that. They was like, "Nope, you can't pay for it now. You're going to jail." And they took me to jail. It's funny because it wasn't funny, but I lost all my stuff because they didn't let me get my luggage off the bus.
they took you to jail for what though?
For I guess it was theft. I forgot what it was. The charge was. I got out the next morning, but
Oh, hell no. Oh, you got some shit from the
yeah,
store and crossed over to the other side of the store.
yeah, at the little rest stop.
Yeah, bro. Once you get out some of these cities in the Midwest, man, and you get into the country part, bro, it's a whole different world, bro.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I'm saying?
was.
But I would say don't take that show, man, as a good representation of Chicago, man. Ain't no way we about to let some cracker walk in and take over the city like that. With the drug game. That's crazy as hell.
I mean, Tommy was a bad motherfucker, man. And then when they did have who was that? I think they had Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah,
Freddie Gibbs was the plug.
Yeah.
I was like, man, they would use this nigga here. And then he gotta have a cock eye like,
yeah.
hell nah.
And Tommy,
They always do Gary bad, boy.
hey, shoot, Gary had them hitters though. He went to Gary when he needed that backup, and
Man,
Gary
then
and the Gary
deserted
homies came out there and slid for him. So
and then
I mean,
deserted him.
yeah, yeah.
And then deserted him. I said, that's crazy, dog. Why the fuck?
I
You
mean,
know, but
everybody from every city did something like that down there. So
yeah.
I think they held it down for y'all. They did all right. They showed y'all getting some money. Y'all needed
Man.
a spotlight because you really don't hear the name Gary too much.
Not like you used to. Like you used to hear Gary a lot and shit.
Yeah, because y'all used to be shooting shit the fuck.
But now this shit is fictional. Now it would be like I would like what was that one basketball movie? They was like Gary. It's like I always see something when it came to like real life, it was connected to Gary somehow. But now that everything is fiction, they just go straight to whatever city they want. You know what I'm saying? They'll leave your ass out. The
If
shit that
you
happened in Gary, and they'll be like Chicago. And I'm like, nigga, that was
That's what I was
Gary.
gonna
What is
say.
you doing?
But if you in the Midwest, man, you know about Gary, man. Like that's just the rest of the country that don't. really know. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Hey, I'm in
you're
Ohio,
Midwest,
so
you know about this shit.
you know
Yeah.
I'm here.
Shout out Ohio, man.
Midwest, yeah, we a prison capital. We got a lot of damn prisons in Ohio. I know we up there. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
say
Oh
we the
yeah.
yeah.
capital,
But
but we look that
one
shit
thing
up.
that like I said, like outside of them cities, like the racism that's in them little small towns and shit, like yeah, everybody know like Illinois got some of the
Mm-hmm.
most sundown towns in this country, man. So don't get it twisted, man. The South ain't the only place where you know what I'm saying. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, boy. And we just had a motherfucking parade downtown. It was the goddamn KKK coming through doing their thing. So, man, look at Indiana, boy, representing.
Indiana was like the headquarters, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard motherfuckers say it started. The KKK started in Southern Indiana or whatever the fuck. Well,
Y'all don't got a lot of jails though. Y'all only got 18 jails out there.
shit, that's a lot to me. Goddamn, how many is it
Not
locked
a
in?
lot. Y'all
You
number
talking about
18 on the
prisons?
list. Yeah, y'all number 18 on the list. Y'all as far as prison population, y'all number 14 on the list. Y'all got 26,000 people incarcerated. Ohio has 45,000. Texas is number one with 139,000 in their prison population.
Yeah, Texas, they own their own country, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Weed not legal in Texas yet. Giving them niggas
To me, it's
felonies
no
They
for it
too
too.
coincidence.
close. They too close, bro. They too close.
Get you a felony for an ounce. That's crazy.
Mm,
To me, it's no coincidence that they sent that white basketball player Caitlin Clark to Indiana and shit. Like that's right on code, if you ask me. Shit.
the which one?
Caitlin Clark.
Oh, yeah.
You see her fan base.
And did you know? You want to know something, bro? I didn't know Caitlin Clark played here to about 4 months ago. Hey, man, what the fuck she doing on our bus, man?
Shit.
Like, dude, she played Indiana. I said, what? I'm like, oh, okay. I knew who she was from all the talk. People, trying to, downplay her, say they trying to puppet her ass to be number one in the WNBA league or whatever. Well, I don't watch professional sports anyway. I'm like, I couldn't care less.
Yeah, I definitely don't be checking for a Caitlin Clark. I don't care how many
Yeah, I
threes
think
she dropped.
that's the thing. It's just like it's such a big storyline that it went outside of sports and shit. Like, she brought a bunch of them into the sport. Like, they don't even follow the sport. They just
Mm-hmm.
root for the white girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shout out to life, man. For real. Do y'all thing, man. Enjoy y'all sports.
Man, sports has always been one of the most polarizing, things that they use to like filter, the black white,
Distract your ass.
the black white dichotomy through, going
Oh.
back to Jack Johnson and all that shit, man. Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
how they get their money.
I ain't mad at them for getting their money. What's the format of the debate?
The formats are going to be two 12-minute rounds, 10-minute question and answer round for both of you. And well, I was going to add a rebuttal round, but I almost feel like the question and answer round, you can get your rebuttals off.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't necessarily need to do that. So we're just going to do the 3 rounds. Question and answer round is going to be 10 minutes. I have a debater scorecard and a scoring system. Got some official judges, not no back chat people or people, nobody in this community. I went and got some official people, college backgrounds. For the tournament, we're going to have some people who are registered Lincoln Douglas debaters just switching to our format and doing it. I didn't want us to be self-evaluating ourselves like I see on pretty much all the channels. Like I don't like the poll system. I feel like if you're more popular, you'll have your people hit the polls, and then it's not about the information. I'm just trying to give it some integrity and do something different, so people will watch and be like, shit. Even if it's not perfect, that's the start of how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
Because I've listened to all the complaints and everybody talking about the biases and the riggings of things. And I'm just looking like, well, rigging a debate or setting up anything, that takes more work. Like, it's already hard enough for me to do all this stuff as it is. Then to do that and then come up with a counter plan on top of the regular plan. Like, it's just, I don't have time for that. So like, I don't care I could care less about who wins or loses. It's not about me proving what I think is right on my channel. Because I don't know. I'm an agnostic, so I just think I think we all don't know. So I think everybody has the right to be heard, and I'm waiting to be convinced of something. So I'm looking for that next person that can come bring me over to their side. So come one, come all. We all ears over here. There's no biases. And we got a host of every background. So if you're a Hebrew and you want to build with a Hebrew brother or have a Hebrew host, I have my Hebrew pull up. If you want an atheist guy to come interview you, we got you. So yeah.
And
And
that's
as soon
hard.
as you would accept my request, I will send you this debater scorecard so you
Oh,
can see
gotta
the
say, oh, see.
criteria.
Now I don't be fucking with Facebook. How you doing, sis? All right. You need something? You looking up like, man, I want to jump. Oh, yeah.
Now, see, I'll send you my personal number too. I'm gonna put it in the back because then you can just call me, and as long as we stay in touch, you'll know what's going on. 305. Because now that we got you locked in, I need to schedule your face off. It's not a big deal if we do it right away. It's a 16-man tournament, so I'm only doing 2 debates a week at max. So it's gonna take about 2 months. 222. There you go. My number's in the back.
Okay, I just accepted that friend request.
Yeah, 2 debates a week. It's gonna take 4 weeks to get through the first round, which will be 8 debates. Then we'll have 4 people left. That's 2 debates. That's a month and a half. Yep. And I'm gonna make the finals is gonna be a pay-per-view.
All right, that's all right, man. Yeah, shout out to you, man. Protect yourself, bro. Please.
You know it.
Get some
My
bread off
information
of you.
public. Yeah, my information been public for a long time. I'm not worried about people knowing who I am. I'm already well known. I used to do music, and one of my best friends is a celebrity jeweler. So
Okay,
all
that's
the
all right.
doxing and hating and like I dealt with that in real time with real people and real guns. Like trying to track my movements and see what I'm doing. And, like before a back chat world, but it do get crazy back there. These people be doing some wild stuff. But yeah, that's all laughable.
Hell
Yeah, you are
no, there's
debating.
one there.
Let me find a picture of your debater. Where's all that? Hmm. Am I missing something? What happened to Lou?
Oh no, you probably just dropped down.
There it
There
go.
you go.
Right there. Damn, I just had it. Fuck it go. There we go. Yeah, you replacing Takari.
That was too cold. Y'all ain't shit. Hey,
He showed up as
shout
the
out
Hebrew
to young
warrior.
man. Uh,
Yeah, you already got your outfit. You
that's
got like
what's up.
a Megatron suit, so that's gonna be hard when I slap you in here. You know, I got everybody in some war attire.
Yeah. All right. That's hard.
Yeah, I tried
Yeah,
to theme it
man.
because I know what's going on Roku. I want them to see it, and I want it to be like
Hmm.
boxing or WWF to them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm doing the voiceovers, just to help sell everything. Then that should help sell the merchandise. You know, I can see people at home with Team Titan shirts or a shirt with your picture on it. You know what I'm saying? If they rock with you. Uh, and of course, everybody will work out with me how they get paid. Like I've been doing stuff like this. It's easy. I'm not greedy either. So definitely enough spread to go around.
Reincarnated. I would sure. Hell nah. Yeah, that'd be jiggy, man. I'm gonna watch his shit too, see what his paradigm is, how he function. Uh, see he still speaking like God, but I know he not coming from the God of Christianity. So I wonder, is he just making his own version of Christianity and feeling better about himself?
I'm about to drop the link for you right now, and that's what some people was saying. So,
Shit, share it. Let me see it.
oh
If
yeah,
you're gonna be up here, share it. Cause I'm from my phone on my phone.
oh okay. Oh, you want me to play it? We
Yeah,
could play it because I know how you do. We could just watch the whole thing.
yeah, let's get it in. Don't strike my channel, fam.
No, no, you ain't getting no straight. Okay, let me remove this. Share screen. Wait, let me go to the thing first.
And I should have just texted you too, I think, if I got the number right.
Yep, got you. I'm gonna lock you in
Uh,
a second.
and shout out to Blue Man. He laying his grandfather to rest, his dad's dad, a pillar of the community, legend in the hood. Opened up a automotive garage. I don't mean like a legend in the
taking
hood
us
from the
out of
corner.
science into the realm of the Bible, brother. You're up a theological myth. So,
Oh, okay, you got to share.
Yeah.
And that's my page for anybody who wants to go subscribe. It's Coliseum of Arguments. You can find it if you just type in at Titans Debate League. That's the actual at for it. So let's go. I'm gonna make it big.
they've been trying to pull the wool over y'all eyes the whole time. Guess what? You can't debunk God is light because God is light is oxymoronic and isn't real. There is no theologian in the world who agrees with them. That is a consensus. That is a consensus that God is not literally light, but he literally made it, is their stance. The opposite. And what we got to understand is we got to remember most of these dudes are very, very, very young. They're in their 20s, in their mid 30s. You got to remember most of these young men and women were in school in the 2000s.
What's going on, brother?
They don't know that this old theory, theological, mythological, subjective belief has already been debunked. As a matter of fact, it can't be debunked because it's not real. It can't be tested. It is not empirical. It is not even logical. Huh?
Let's go. Let's go. We got King Naga in the building.
Here we go.
One of the heavy hitting members of Naga. How you feeling today, King?
Oh man, blessed, bro. Every day I open my eyes, a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And a brother done got up here and made all kind of you know what I'm saying, misrepresentations of what we're saying. The first misrepresentation is that God is light. Light is electromagnetism.
I put it
Is
on
based
full
on the
screen for me
Bible or
too.
comes from the Bible. God is light, brother, is a universal concept that predates your Bible, your Osasi Bible, and any Abrahamic religion, brother. This goes back into indigenous spiritual systems found all over the world. So you're not up against the Bible, brother. You're up against the world's spiritual systems, brother, from North America to South America, from Europe, Asia, and Africa, brother. Even, you know what I'm saying, in the Polynesian islands, God is light is a real thing, brother. And it's not based off of no book, God. It's based off natural phenomenon, which is what light is. And light definitely is electromagnetism. You got an uphill battle, my boy.
Well, see, that's another lie, right? Because he's going to say, because they wrote down pictures of the sun, that they praised the sun, or that they thought it was God. But when you actually look in those old texts, let's say the Mayans, let's say the Aztecs, they're not actually praising God. They're praising the sun. They're deifying it. They didn't praise it. They understood that it was literal. There is a literal sun, right, that produces light. It is not the creator. And they understood that in many of the old passages. But my problem is, how is it that your creator, right? Can you explain, right, how your God, I'll put it to you like this. There are some understood attributes that are readily accepted and theologically backed for the nature of God, right? Now, and one of those is omnipotence, or omnipotence, meaning all power, right? Is your light, or is light, which is your God and your creator, is light all powerful?
Yes. And
can you prove that objectively?
Yes, I can prove that objectively. Can you prove your Owaspy God is all powerful objectively?
What God? My God don't say he that.
If your God is not omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient, then it is not God, brother, because God is defined by power and force. We can show you what we're telling you God is in all things at all times and all powerful, my brother.
Now you see he slyly. Hey, look, we call this.
Wait. I'm gonna land my plane. And you keep alluding to the sun. You know what I'm saying? We're not telling you to worship anything. We leave that to you religious guys to worship things. You know what I'm saying? And when you keep alluding to the sun is the source of the light here in our solar system. It's not the source of the cosmic microwave background. It's not the source of a gamma ray burst, my brother. It's not the source of the photons at the beginning of the universe, my brother. So that's your misconception, and that's why I told you don't know what you're up against.
Brother, you don't know nothing about the beginning of it. Now, if y'all notice, he used all that time, all that mealy mouth, and I asked him a direct question. Is his light all power? The answer is no. Electromagnetism is not all power. Guess what? I can produce his God.
Okay, well, produce a gamma ray burst for us right now on camera. Go.
Listen, I don't need to produce a gamma ray. All I need to do is produce electromagnetic energy, which is your God. And guess what? I can produce your God using falling water. And produce your God mechanically.
Produce some radio waves for us right now on camera. Go.
Now, can you see radio waves? That's a stupid question.
Radio waves is light, brother, and
I asked the question. Can you see radio wave. You asked me to produce them.
We can't see oxygen, brother. We can't see oxygen yet. We know it's real.
Brother, I didn't ask you, was it real? I asked you, can you see it? Can you see a radio wave?
Bro, we only see 0.0035% of the electromagnetic spectrum that is called visible light. That's all.
Okay, guess what?
That's all you know light to be. We know light to be the entire electromagnetic spectrum. That's again, you not knowing what you're up against.
Well, first of all, that's dumb because the electromagnetic spectrum and electromagnetic radiation ain't even the same thing. So
all light, brother, is electromagnetic.
All right,
radiation,
now I asked him a simple question.
Is electromagnetic
I asked him a simple question.
Which again proves that you don't know what you're up against.
Okay, all right. Now look, he triggered. I asked him a simple question: was his God light, all power? He said yes. Well then, and guess what? That is wrong. I can just simply show you that there are nuclear powers, right, that existed and exist a long time or on side and before his so-called light, right? Electromagnetism is not.
Hold up. You brought up nuclear power, right? Show me how you get nuclear power without atoms, brother. Because without the attraction between the electron and the nucleus of an atom, there is no
how an atom is God,
brother. Stop moving the goalposts.
He's trying to goalposts. He's trying to buck dance.
No, that's you.
He still can't prove this is God. Now watch this.
Brother. Hold up. You brought up nuclear power as being all powerful. Now tell us how you get.
I did not say that,
brother. Can you tell us how you get nuclear power without an atom?
Now watch this. He gauged whatever I said wrong. I said your God has to have certain attributes, and omnipotence is one of them. I asked him, was light all powerful? We proved that it wasn't.
No, you didn't.
Because there are powers on side of your God. Yeah. So I told you can't use science to prove this theological mumbo jumbo.
Your God is trapped in a book, brother. Where's the all-powerful aspect in being trapped inside the pages of a book, brother?
Well, it's not. And our so-called book tell us, you dig what I'm talking about, that the creator and who you call God are two different things. So you should have thought about that before you tried to test me about what light is, because we know what light is, right? There ain't no, and we're not debating if light is electromagnetism. You must prove that light is God.
What light is, brother? Can you do that for us right now?
Yeah, we're not debating what light is. We know what light is. It's the electromagnetic radiation. We know what it is. We're not debating that.
But yet you made the statement a little while ago that the electromagnetic spectrum and electromagnetic radiation were not the same thing, which is fundamentally incorrect. Would you like me to show
fundamentally, you? Listen, just as you're just out of your league. Fundamentally, the electromagnetic radiation is gauged and sectioned off by the electromagnetic spectrum. They're two different. One is gauging the other. They're two different things, brother. Even though it deals with electricity and magnetism, they're not the same thing. One is the spectrum that puts the radiation in its order. They're not the same thing.
I have a question. My question is for K-Man.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Native Bayou, are you with Creator Gang or are you with Team Naga?
I'm just a spectator, but I actually seen it.
I apologize.
I actually seen it.
We're gonna have a segment for the audience and the spectators afterwards. This is the face-off where the opponents go back and forth.
Okay, but my question is that I heard something. I just want to ask a quick question.
You're gonna ask a question. All right, I'll let you
Are you Chittamaya to actually speak on the Mayan people to say or to interpret what you think they was worshiping the sun, or you Cheta Isa?
No, but I'm Chattahoochee, like my great grandmama. You dig what I'm talking about? And I'm Ochita, and I'm Algonquin. That's for sure. I'm Aboriginal to here, so I have the right to speak up on it, and I have the knowledge, sir. Yes, in fact, I am.
No, because the last time I talked to you, you said that your people was Muskogee.
I got
Okay,
shot. No,
I'm
I did
sorry,
not
Native.
say my.
Well,
I didn't say
he's
my
already
people was
debating one person up
Muskogee,
here
bro.
today.
I didn't say
I can't let you guys jump on him and shift gears and change the topic right now. I appreciate you popping up here. We're going to have some open panels. Definitely tap back in, and we're going to open the panel at the end, so you can come up here with your questions. So stick around, and I got you. You as well, False God Killer. If that's not our new Kakarot, you guys are going to have to wait to the end of the show when I open the panel. Appreciate everybody.
So quickly, you dig what I'm talking about. God has attributes, right? And then the crazy part is y'all got to get y'all story together, because the guy that I was supposed to be debating said that the ideology of God is light is theological. You up here lying, or you're confused, saying something different than the dude that was actually supposed to be debating. But since you here and you seem like a fair gentleman, would you like to set the terms for me and bruh? 3 rounds, 15 minutes, 5, 5, 5, 5. You dig what I'm talking about, like that?
However you want to die, Naga gonna kill you. And,
okay, and then we can give up.
And that is the format they're going with for tomorrow. The gauntlet. I'm gonna have like a point system for when you get judged, and you're gonna be able to add your points up, and you're gonna be able to buy like weapons, like it's Call of Duty. So somebody might be able to buy the stopwatch and cut half of their opponent's question and answer round in half. There may be a sledgehammer to do certain things, and then you will be aware of what each person has purchased before you sign up to debate them, because you got to know, like, hey, they could pull this out. I don't want to hear no crying. Get in one of the other leagues and stay out the gauntlet, because it's different over here. And you can buy, like, we're gonna have different rules packages people can buy. So like the Naga rules package is they want the question and answer round first. They also want hands up, cameras on during the question and answer round, so nobody could be chat GPTing or Googling answers. So we're gonna have a bunch of different setups like that on the channel. But I'll let
That's hard.
Yeah, he was cooking right here.
Can I share my screen right quick?
You sure can. You sure can. So we are locked in for 2 15-minute rounds.
3.
Third round question and answer.
No, 3 15-minute rounds.
3 15-minute rounds, and then a fourth question and answer round.
Question and answer.
How long on the question and answer? 10 minutes? 15 minutes?
Just 5 questions.
Oh, 5 questions.
Yeah,
I
5
like
questions.
This. I like this.
5 questions. 5 questions. 5. Because I'm pretty sure he's gonna have, a bunch of questions.
And we're gonna call this the Creator Gang rules, because I'm gonna have a bunch of, like, Naga has rules that they like, and I'm gonna have different packages that people can come and like.
Yeah, that's why I asked the brother, is that okay with him? I'm not trying to enforce nothing on nobody.
So you okay with that, King Naga? Is that good with you?
He said 3 15-minute rounds. I mean, 2 15-minute rounds with a 10-minute Q&A.
No, he said. No. I'll repeat for him. Actually, go ahead, Cosmon.
He said 3 15-minute rounds, and then a question and answer round, where it's 5 questions on each side, or 10 questions, but we go 5 questions, 5 questions, 5 questions, 5 questions. So it could have a nice little smooth run to it. You dig what I'm saying?
I'm good with the 3 rounds, but instead of 15 minutes, how about 10?
All right. Okay. I mean, if you ain't got enough, how about we do 15-minute rounds, right? No, and if you want to give,
I'm just trying to keep the audience engaged, because 15
no, I got enough
15 minutes per round. Like with 3 15-minute rounds, that's 30 minutes a round. You're talking about an hour and a half just in demonstration.
Well, I got enough information that I'll make that 15-minute rounds fly by like nothing. You listen, 10 minutes is very short in a debate. You dig what I'm talking about? It's very short to try to lay out a whole premise You dig what I'm talking about? And then double down on it, improve it in a round. You dig what I'm talking about? I have more than enough. How about this? We set it at 15 minutes, and if you want to give your time back at 10, you can do that, or you can go to 15.
We could do that however you want. Dianaga gonna kill you. Period.
How you want to do the question and answer round?
So let me get this straight. Now, start from the top for me, so I can write it down.
Q&A. I'm good with the Q&A format, but we need you to cam up and hold your hands in the air so we know you're not Googling on the fly.
No problem.
Okay. So this is wow. This is about to be the debate of the year. Are y'all serious? So cameras on, hands up, no chat GPT. That's what's going on. And how are the rounds set up again? Tell me so I can write it down.
3 15-minute rounds.
3 15-minute rounds.
And a 10 question and answer section. But is it cool you want to do it 5 5 5 5 to not stagnate it?
Yeah, that sounds good. I like that. Now, how do you, but still, I want to tighten up this question and answer around. How long does your opponent have to answer each question? Does he have a time limit per question?
60 seconds tops.
60 seconds to get it out? Okay, 60 seconds per question.
That's cool.
If you, I do have a point system that I was using with my judges that I wanted to test out. I'm going to send that over to you guys to show you how they're judging.
Oh, they judge it like that? Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm trying something different with this league here on this channel. So I wanted to try something so that way people know how they're being judged.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I think you kind of should judge. I think you should do something different. Like do it like they do in the colleges. When you go into college and you debate, you fill out before you go in there who you think gonna win. Right? And by the numbers in the end and the votes, you dig what I'm talking about? Who won? By the sway in numbers, you can tell who won. By the sway in the move and the number of members from one side to the other.
Oh, okay. We could do a poll, but I need to test out my judges though, because I'm about to have this tournament coming up. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and run an ad for that real quick. Everybody, here's a word from our sponsors. Shout out to Bar Reloaded. Shout out Infomongers for helping.
Yeah, shout out to Creative Gang, man.
Shout out Creative Gang.
In a world where ideas collide and voices rise like giants, a new arena has opened. Welcome to Titans Debate League, where articulate warriors step forward, not with fists, but with words, not with weapons, but with truth. Here, the community becomes the battleground. Open panels, real voices, the questions that keep you awake at night, the issues that shape our world. Everyone has a chance to rise, to be heard, to see if their information will reign supreme. Will you watch from the sidelines, or will you step into the arena? Subscribe now at Titans Debate League.
And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that bell so you get a notification every time we go live so you don't miss any of this action. Be expecting 16 interviews from all of the Titans in the tournament before the tournament starts. And we should be rolling out second week of October. And the person right now, King Naga, who's stepping up to fill in for our new Kakarot, he is in this tournament. So look forward for an interview from him. And you guys got the floor. So we have 3 15-minute rounds. Then we have 10 questions apiece for the question and answer round, 60 seconds to answer each question. Questions will be broken up 5 questions per person, back and forth. Do I have that correct?
Yeah, 5. Yep, back and forth. Yep.
We got a debate here, folks. Now let me lock this date in right now. I'm pulling up the calendar. Today is September 20th, Saturday.
Oh, dog gonna step up and debate?
Dog's gonna step up. You were already supposed to debate him on a different title. Remember, you guys had a different title.
Oh yeah, is all light objective.
Is all light objective.
Yeah, another that's gonna be another L for him.
Man, I'm about to be
I'm willing to hand out as many L's to create a gang as I got to. I take on the whole crew by myself if it's about that.
Let's go. Y'all heard it here first, folks. Here at Titans Debate League. Make sure you subscribe.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think objective means?
Objective mean is based on facts and observation, brother. That's what objective is. You don't know what objective is. You think just because you can't see radio waves, they're not objective, when radio waves are based on facts and observation. It is a fact that when you tune your radio in, those are radio waves. Those are radio waves you're tuning into. So it's objectively a factual thing. You need to learn what objective and subjective is, my brother.
Now, okay, hold on. My computer doing something weird. All right. Am I still in the show?
You're still in the show, and we can.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
All right.
Got you.
You know, objective is what can be perceived. What is readily observable. Let me ask you a question. Are radio waves readily observable? Can you observe a radio wave without a mechanism? Listen, hold on. I'm asking. Can you observe a radio wave without a mechanism?
Again, humans only can see 0.0035% of the electromagnetic spectrum. And just because you can't see it does not make it it doesn't mean that it's not objective, brother. And anytime you're ready to share that screen, I'll show you what objectivity is, brother.
All right, go ahead.
I got you. Give me about 30 seconds here. Save. Over here, saving something. Here we go. Let's share this screen for you. Add to stage. My computer doing something funny. Let me remove this first. There we go.
Cosmon. In physics, which is what we're discussing, objectivity means describing the world based on observable facts and evidence, brother, which is what the whole entire electromagnetic spectrum is based on, rather than personal bias, which is what you're showing, emotions, which is what you're showing, and opinions, which is what you're giving, ensuring that scientific claims are independent of the individual scientists. It is a fundamental principle of the scientific method, aiming for neutrality and accuracy in research through testable and reproducible findings that can be verified by others. Every time you turn your radio on, Cosmon, you verify that radio waves exist, my brother, which makes them based on facts and objective reality, my brother.
And he is right there. Okay. Where you go?
All right. He went along with all that run along nothingism, but doesn't understand that the concept of objective is a philosophical term, huh? And doesn't apply to the physical property of radio waves. You can't see them. They are not objective, huh? They just possess physical properties, huh?
Suave.
That are objectively measurable, huh? Such as wavelength, frequency, and amplitude. But guess what? You don't know what he's talking about. Subjective, right?
You debate
is what he's doing. He's applying a theology, a theological belief to scientific theory. He's mixing up the dope, right? And he's allowing his own subjective opinion and feeling and theological point of view to skew the ideas of what's objective in science. And remember, You can't use science to prove a theological myth or belief, right? So while he trying to sit here and tell the objective faithist that he doesn't know what objective means, right? He's talking about radio waves are objective. He doesn't understand that there's light is both objective and subjective. I'm gonna beat you to death. You didn't know that?
He was hollering.
Light is subjective
I gotta pause
and objective.
Hey, why he going in like that though? This
Yeah,
debate.
he had a bar. He's like, I
Yeah.
like that. I put some energy in it right there.
See, I'm about to beat you to
For death, man. Oh shit.
Hey, this is about to be lit tomorrow, folks. Make sure you tune in and subscribe if you haven't at Titans Debate League on YouTube. It's going.
Let me share my screen. Right? Hold on 1 second.
Take your time. Take your time.
As y'all can hear, the brother is missing philosophical thoughts to describe actual light, actual electromagnetic radiation. When you deal with electromagnetic radiation, brother, that is the field of physics. So the physics definition of objectivity and subjectivity applies to light. And yes, light can be subjective. We can imagine light to be what it wants, but it's
These
not.
niggas explaining,
but
hold on,
listen,
share my screen
it's
real
not,
quick.
It's not subjective
because
to what light
you
actually
get what I'm talking about. It's supposed to be falling back right now because I'm about to prove the point. Watch this. Share my screen real quick. This is a quick Hadouken, right? This is how you hit these boys. You catch them in a theological belief, and you punch on them scientifically. Share my screen, bro. Light is objective and subjective. He keep telling you it's only objective. You can't see an X-ray. That means it's not objective. You must it must be mechanized, put on a type of paper to even be to even be understood that it's there. You can't perceive a X-ray or a radio wave without a mechanism to help you. That's not the debate. The debate is all light objective? No, nigga. Why? Because light is both objective and subjective. It has objective and subjective aspects. Its wavelength and frequency are objective properties that can be measured. Your God can be measured.
Your God is measured within the pages of the book, and this screen share is cutting you.
We
brother.
don't praise our God. No.
Listen to what your screen share says. Light has both objective and subjective aspects. Listen,
That's my point.
It's wavelength and frequency.
You cutting me off, bro. Hold on, I'm not even done. You talking about listen, but you cutting me off. Hold on, fall back for a minute, young fella. Hold on, young fella, fall back. Hold on, you being a little rude. Have a little decorum. I ain't talk while you was talking, bro. I didn't talk while you was talking. I didn't talk while you was talking.
Hold on, Lorel.
I didn't talk while you was
not
talking.
Lorel, I'm sorry. King Nugget.
Yeah, fall back. I wasn't talking while you was talking. I let you get on and do everything you said. Now fall back for a minute, young fella. I know it hurt. Why? Because you said light was just objective. No, it's objective and subjective. This is why you're going to lose. Its wavelength and frequency are its objective properties. While perceived qualities like color and brightness are subjective. Right? So you did what I'm talking about. Now that we didn't debunk that, let's move on. Because, see, nobody has seemed to ask you the most important question about your God, right? Is your God, what type of God do you serve? Is he a benevolent, all-loving, life-giving God, or is he a murderous, killing, trying to destroy at all times God? What type of God is your light? What type of God you serve? a murderous nigga? A killer? I'm saying light always tries to destroy. And since you can just make up gods, well then let my God be O3 oxygen, huh? Our atmosphere. My God is stronger than your God. Your God is trying to bombard the earth and kill everything with UVA and UVB rays. My God, oxygen that man can't exist without, huh? Man can't exist without. We might can exist without light, but we sure can't exist without oxygen. My God, I guess, since we making up gods, right? It's stronger than your God. It tempers your God. It blocks your God.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait, when I'm done. And when your God comes towards my God scatters your God. Right? So since we making up gods, go ahead.
Okay, if your God is stronger than my God, if you go to the hospital and flatline, would you rather them hook a OSP Bible up to you or a defibrillator? Go.
The defibrillator, right? If I had to go. But see, I'm not afraid of that. I would just tell them, let me go. I know where I'm going.
Question,
I already know where I'm going.
Which one will bring you back? Which one will bring you back to life? Hooking up an OSP Bible to you or the
no, neither one.
So you're telling me a defibrillator has not brought anybody. So you're telling me a defibrillator has not brought anybody back from being flatline.
Neither one. Or you could say both. Whatever floats your boat. That ain't got nothing to do with the topic.
Do you have any evidence of the OSP Bible bringing somebody back from being flatline?
No, I ain't got no evidence of that.
But I have evidence of a defibrillator putting charge in your body and you back from being flatline.
Yeah, we make your light. Hold on, wait a minute.
Light does kill. Light does kill, but it also heals. Without light,
no, it don't.
Get photosynthesis, my brother. Without photosynthesis, how you
hold up,
my boy.
Look who we got in the building, the man of the hour.
He late.
You know what they were saying about your new Kakarot?
This nigga scared.
What they were saying?
This nigga scared.
Hey, I don't know though, man. I'm glad you showed up, man. I told him you wasn't. We said you had too much pride.
Hey, what did they use? Let me ask you a question. Before there was a defibrillator, what did they use to bring back people whose heart had stopped?
It sure wasn't the OSP Bible, that's for sure.
But did they use CPR and air?
Yeah, they use CPR. And
again, my God's stronger than your God.
Wait.
My God existed before your God. If your God is tied to
CPR is not your God. CPR is not your God. And when you compress the lungs, and when the lungs compress and expand, there's a such thing as the electron transfer chain. Do you know what that is, brother? We're talking about electromagnetism.
The point is, yes, I do know what it is, but the point is that it's not God. See, and you guess what? You can't make that oxymoronic theological leap from God being God and theology to light in science. I'm gonna beat you to death.
Again, God is light, period. That's one statement. That is the universal theological concept. And
it's universally debunked by theologians.
Brother, have some decorum. Have some decorum, brother. God is light, period. End of sentence. That is a universal theological concept found all over planet Earth, my brother. And light is electromagnetism, which is the fundamental fact of physics. This, my brother, is the tangible aspect of what we call God. You can't show us love being omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. You can't show us justice being omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. You can't show us none of these human man-made qualities being omnipotent, omniconscious, and omniscient, my brother. So You have an uphill battle because you don't know what light is.
Okay, so let's get back to my whole point. Well, then, wait hold on. You can get it when I'm done. Since we're talking about omniscience, can you prove that light has any intelligence? See, because to be God, you must be omniscient. You must be all-knowing. Can you prove that light is intelligence or even produces or creates intelligent breathing life? Go ahead.
Okay. So half the problem right here is the fact that you don't understand what light is, right? So when we say light is electromagnetism, we're literally bearing witness to the evidence that God. We're actually bearing witness to the evidence that God exists. So when you ask him, is intelligence? Well, call it intelligence. What exactly is your standard of intelligence? Like, and I'm gonna pose that question to you right now. Like, what is your standard of intelligence? Right. What are you judging intelligence by?
Okay, hold on. You asked the question. We're judging your God on omniscience. He must. Okay,
I didn't ask you that.
Be quiet.
I didn't ask you that. You segueing away from what I asked you, brother. No. I didn't ask you that. Brother, I asked you a specific. I asked you a specific direct question.
Ask the question again, and I'll
I asked you. Do you want me to ask you the question again? Maybe you just didn't understand what I asked.
Because remember, we're talking about God. Go ahead,
brother. I asked you. You asked us, where is the intelligence? Is that not what you asked, brother?
No,
did you, brother? You don't know. You don't understand what light is, brother. You don't understand what it is. You don't understand what it is. Okay, so again. Is light electromagnetism? Yes or no?
It is. Light is electromagnetic.
Okay, so if light is electromagnetism, then you know for a fact. That light electromagnetism governs charged particles and radiation. Brother, you still talking. You're talking while I'm talking, and that's not gonna help the audience understand exactly what we're trying to convey. So you already been on her yapping for a while. Close your mouth and sit at the foot of the teacher. Close your mouth and sit at the foot of the teacher. Brother, calm down. Brother, calm down. Brother, calm down. So you don't want to have this dialogue. Is that what it is? You just don't want to have this dialogue because now you sounding nervous. I know what fear sounds like, and you sounding very fearful right now. So do you want to have this conversation or not?
I just asked a simple question.
You asked a question, and you're going to allow us to answer it the way that we're going to answer it, or else you must don't want to have no dialogue. Again, you just asked us, where is the intelligence in light?
No,
we're telling you that light, brother. You steady talking while I'm talking. Again, like I said, you asked us where's the intelligence in light. Well, you got to understand the fact that light is electromagnetism. It is the electromagnetic force. That's the thing that you understand. So now that you understand that light is electromagnetism, now you got to understand that electromagnetism deal what you are causing and light. Light is so great. When we talk about great physicists like James Clerk Maxwell, right, who define electromagnetism as light. That is the definition that we're going by. That is what light is. So when you ask us where is the intelligence then? The intelligence comes because electromagnetism deals with charge.
Now listen,
brother, don't talk while I'm have some decorum. Shut your mouth and have some decorum. You're not gonna overtalk me. You're not gonna cut it while I'm talking. We're not gonna do none of that. You're gonna shut your mouth.
I asked him about intelligence.
You're gonna shut your mouth so other people can have some. You're gonna have some decorum so other people can learn, brother. We're not gonna have the back and forth like this if other people can't learn. You're not gonna talk while I'm talking.
This is going to be
at the position I'm talking.
He's a track star. He gonna run away when.
So like I said, when you ask about intelligence, the intelligence comes from charge. It is organizing. Nobody is telling to create.
You're cutting out. You're cutting out.
His electromagnetic God don't want to hear that bullshit. Now look, I asked him about when you show me that his God is all knowing, omniscient. You dig what I'm talking about? That it has logic and reasoning. He went a whole different way around it. That he can't objectively prove light thinks. To be a God, you must think. You must be intelligent. You can't prove that light has intelligence. It's a simple thing. Yeah. Go ahead. He mad.
We can't hear you, Laurel. Laurel, try to go out and come back in. Yeah, I think he went out to go come back in, or maybe he lost service. Shout out Laurel in the building. Yeah, his mic was cutting out, man. This is about to be the debate of 2025.
Yeah, what day we gonna put it down?
Yeah, let's pull that up. I still had a calendar right here.
Day you can let's get this in next week. Hurry up, get this over with.
Yeah. Did you ask me to pause it? I had walked out the room for a second, but I had you on the speakers. You probably working. I'm gonna go ahead and let it rock. Yeah, let's go to a word from our sponsors while we wait for Laurel or King Naga to hop back in here.
In a world where ideas collide and voices rise like giants, a new arena has opened. Welcome to Titans Debate League, where articulate warriors step forward, not with fists, but with words, not with weapons, but with truth. Here, the community becomes the battleground. Open panels, real voices, the questions that keep you awake at night, the issues that shape our world. Everyone has a chance to rise, to be heard, to see if their information will reign supreme. Will you watch from the sidelines, or will you step into the arena? Subscribe now at Titans Debate League.
Let's go. The hottest debate league on the internet. And the winners of this one will be getting $500 cash. You know how we coming. They will also be winning $50 for every win along their way to the finals. These two gentlemen here are getting paid, both of them, just for showing up and bringing their presentations. That's how we rock here at Titans Debate League. You get paid for your work. Y'all been doing this for free for far too long, and I'm here to change the game. Let's get into it. Laurel, can we get a date locked in for this? I knew Kakarot.
So I'm good.
That electromagnetic God over there acting up. Say you ain't doing good enough. Cosmon over there beating you up with simple questions. Hey, since you dig what I'm talking about, he want to talk anyway. He gonna come off that mic hot. You dig what I'm saying? Let me ask you a question. Is there a since you used the Big Bang Theory, do you have?
Yo,
I'm chilling, bro.
I know you don't have a cosmogony other than that. So let me stop.
Is
there a time in your cosmogony where light didn't exist? I'm gonna fall back.
Hold on, everybody. We got King Naga in the building. How you feeling today, King Naga?
Oh man, I'm doing good, bro. Just got back from picking my little boy from school. You know what I'm saying? What it do?
That's what up. Shout out to you, man. You with them every day, man. That's what I love to see.
already.
Big facts.
Hey, dad gang. That's what's up.
Yeah,
we got your
shout out to all the dads out there.
A big shout out all the dads, man. We got your opponent here, Suave B.O.S. He's gonna fill in for Takari in the Clash of the Titans. You know, he's been gracious enough to bless us. Pretty dope, respectful brother. He was just going over your presentation. I'm gonna go ahead and let it finish rocking out, and then if he's got any little light questions for you, not a real face off. We ain't gonna go too deep. It's hard with y'all though, cause y'all be cooking. You know.
No, I'm gonna come from Takari perspective. I'm gonna be dumb as shit. Don't worry about nothing.
Sound like you know. Sound like you know the brother.
Yeah. Go ahead. We can finish it up. Go ahead and play though.
Come back in. You funny.
I mean,
you better come off
you know
that
what I'm
mic hot. Ready to
Just
get it
say
out.
use Big Bang. Does it say in your Big Bang cosmogony? You did what I'm talking about. Since you're trying to use science to prove your theological position, does it say in your Big Bang ideology that there was a time where there was no light? Does that mean your God didn't exist at that time?
And shout out Laurel for coming up here today and holding it down for King Naga. Shout out Cosmo.
He gonna hit the line hot.
Let's go. Let's go. And we got King Naga back in the building. King Naga. Teamwork make the dream work, man. You see how these brothers is working, hold it down for each other. He's having technical issues. He popped back up to hold it down. But that's why in the building for sure. Let's get that a round of applause. That's black unity right there. Go ahead.
Again, Cosmine, that goes back to you not knowing your opponent. We, brother, do not subscribe to Big Bang cosmology. We lean towards plasma cosmology, brother, and light has no beginning. And even if you look to Big Bang cosmology, it says that in the beginning, all matter in the universe, something that you can't have without photons, electromagnetic radiation, you can't have matter without it, was condensed into an infinitely small, dense, hot point, right? Infinite heat is what they're telling you was at the beginning of the Big Bang. So my question to you, brother, according to Big Bang cosmology, how you have infinite heat without thermal radiation in the infrared spectrum, my brother?
See, the problem is with the whole ideology is that something existed before his God. He can't get away from that. Because see, in his ideology, which,
so you're not gonna answer
plasma, hold on, wait a minute, wait. I didn't say nothing when you talked. The whole plasma ideology comes out of Big Bang, and it existed before the Big Bang did. Right? So before his light existed, before it could be perceived or effects on anything or was produced anywhere in the world, there was a time where his God, light, electromagnetism didn't exist.
Are you suggesting that you can have plasma without electromagnetism, brother? Because that's fundamentally incorrect.
Yes, you can have plasma without electromagnetism. You can have plasma from nuclear fusion.
Like another debate, A1.
It's nuclear fusion.
That sounds like another. Explain how you get nuclear fusion without electromagnetism. That's another debate. That sounds like another debate.
Nuclear fusion exists. This is why I told him his God is limited, because nuclear fusion happens whether or not the electromagnetic spectrum takes place.
Y'all, my bad.
It's called the weak and strong force. Okay, here go the brother.
Shout out Laurel. Shout out New Kakarot. Hopping on the computer.
Ask the New Kakarot those questions.
No. What day we gonna get this cracking, y'all?
All right, so
stay
like
on the
I
panel,
said,
King Naga.
I wasn't even done presenting my case, but
no, we done, bro. I'm done, man. Hey, what day can we get this together, bro?
The party just got started, man. What is you talking about?
Let's lock in this date first.
Laurel,
we about to give you the floor, Laurel.
Let's do the day. You can have you tell me. Let's figure out the day. Let's figure out the day. I got something to do, bro.
My next off day. Not this weekend. So let's try like the second week of
So yeah, there you have it. That's King Naga right there holding it down. You see, he's a warrior. Every time he step into the arena, so this is gonna be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, yeah, I had to fill in for my bro. You know what I'm saying? He was running late, so I had to jump in that thing for him, work, hash all the details out.
Yeah, he owe you $10 from that debate. It's like that's what's up, man. So yeah, I'm curious about that. Explain your and I think I more agree with you and see what you're saying. And I guess I'll make myself vulnerable first because to me, like God is man-made. You know, do you because that's something that I think I heard, but I didn't ask myself around it. Are you separating God from the creator in its use?
Not to us, God and the creator will be synonymous. That's like a waspy thing where they separate God from the creator. But we are saying that God is not a man. God exists within nature, you know what I'm saying? And God is light is based on the theological aspect, not just dealing with the Abrahamic religions, but all over the world, you know what I'm saying? Whether you look to indigenous spiritual systems or not. I mean,
Uh-huh.
light is one of the descriptive terms they use to describe God, you know what I'm saying? And you can find this all over the world. So that being said, we looked at light and studied light in order to understand God, you know what I'm saying? And it unlocked Pandora's box for us. We started to be able to pinpoint God is existing in every atom in the universe, you know what I'm saying? It's like so a lot of people come at us from this Abrahamic belief aspect and try to trap us within the books, but it's not that we're getting this from the books. It's just that the books aren't exempt from that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go to the scriptures, light is a lot of times used metaphorically to describe God, but sometimes it's also used literally to describe
Hmm.
God. You know what I'm saying? And if it literally refers to God as light once, then let the scripture be true. That's what I was told when I was in that, you know what I'm saying, in that belief system. When
Hmm.
I'm a recovering Hebrew Israelite, a
Strength to
former
you, man.
Christian, you know
Strength
what I'm
to you
saying?
in your journey.
So,
Yeah.
let the word be true. And if God is light, then God is real and tangible, you know what I'm saying? Because we could light is responsible for everything we observe, everything we have ever observed is responsible for our entire existence. You know what I'm saying, on the molecular level and on the atomic level. It's like because without the charge attraction between electrons and the nucleus of an atom, and you wouldn't have atoms. You know what I'm saying, to build out the structure that is our bodies and the matter that makes up the material universe. You know what I'm saying. So it's like it's many different levels of that paradigm, and
Hmm.
I'm willing to sit down and have a discussion with you so we can hash it out and see, well, if we agree, and if we come with a point of contention, we can set up a form of debate or however it go. You know what I'm saying? But I'm willing to build as well as debate. So
Understood. Yeah, well, to me, it's like the word God originates in the Bible. I don't. Do you have another origin for the word God?
well, the word God probably originates from a Germanic language. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you go to the Hebrew text, the word God not there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, that's why I said the
I,
Bible, not the Hebrew
right,
text. Yeah.
I kind of agree with you as it pertains to the word, but the concept of what a God is predates the actual Bible. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to indigenous spiritual systems found all over the world. It's like they may have not used the term God, but that
Hmm.
same concept was present.
Yeah, but that's why to me that's super important because when I say God, that's like saying Jordan, but I'm not talking about Michael Jordan. Like, come on, man, we all know who Jordan is. You know what I'm saying? But
Right,
it's like not being able to separate ourselves completely from, I guess, the roots that we have in our
right.
spirituality. No matter where you're at now, the roots come from God, Jesus, King James, Bible, and your favorite grandmama. And your least favorite auntie. But it's like I'd rather deal with the word creator So just to cut the fat, you are saying that light is the creator and the creator is light.
What we're saying is light is an aspect of the creator. Now we're not saying that it's the totality of the creator or the totality of God, but it is a tangible aspect of this thing we deem to be God or the creator.
Okay, so light is not God. Light is a tangible representation of God,
It's a tangible
Mm.
aspect.
but it's not God.
In totality, no. I mean, I can't, I can't explain what you to
Then
you
what was
what's
y'all
beyond.
arguing about for 40 minutes?
Well, I can't explain to you what's beyond human comprehension. No one knows like the mysteries of God or the Creator. No one knows the mystery. All we can go off of what was put before us. You know what I'm saying? The aspects that to look for and able to be able to identify the divine. You know what I'm saying? So light is one of those identifying marks to identify the divine. So we identify light with the divinity. You know what I'm saying? So yes, light will be divine. Light will point to this thing that we are calling God or the Creator.
But light wouldn't be God or the creator.
I wouldn't say that because I look at all aspects of the Creator as the Creator. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, okay, so now I'm hearing like the Christian thing where it's like in the Bible, where you hear and God went to the house and spoke to the people. It's like, oh no, that's not the God, that's a representation of God. That's one of God's soldiers. And, or it was an angel because the name God was placed on a mountain, the name God was placed on a bush, and it's like this inability to just cut that vein and say, yeah, no, it's not God, it's a representation of God. Because I mean, all things represent the creator. So I guess in that sense, you would say everything is the creator. But when we're like trying to get out of elementary school, we trying to get into junior high school, call it like we kind of like talk a little bit more mature. So like I'm able to say um that light is probably one of the most greatest representations that there is a creator, but it is not the creator. The creator would be the creator without light. Do you agree with that?
No, I wouldn't agree with that because I don't know one thing that was created devoid of light. You know what I'm saying? And like outside of the Abrahamic religions, when you look to Atum, you know what I'm saying? Atum is a light deity. It was also, merged with Ra. Ra is also a light deity, you know what I'm saying? And they saw light as divine, being the divine creator. This is the high deity in the Egyptian pantheon. And you find this going all over the world, you know what I'm saying? In different religions and spiritual systems. It's like that the high deity, for example, take Olodumare. He is a light deity, you know what I'm saying? Chuku, another light deity. We have Anyanwu, also in the Igbo pantheon, is another light deity. And these are the two high deities, both, you know, and both are light deities, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that it's more of a universal concept as opposed to just strictly dealing with Abrahamic religions. Do we have a little area where they intersect with those Abrahamic faiths? Yes, we do. You know what I'm saying? They do,
Mhm.
and but we're not trapped within that paradigm. Do we embrace it?
Understood.
Yes.
Nor am I trying to force you in there,
Right.
nor
Right.
do I shun you finding something in there that's worthy of fucking continuing on with. But it's like, is there more than one creator?
Well, it depends on your own personal belief. You know what I'm saying? To us,
No, I'm
no.
asking
That
you. Yeah.
for us, no. There isn't. You know what I'm saying? It's,
So that's what I'm saying. When I look at the Kemetic culture and I see all of these deities, none of these deities are being expressed as the creator of existence. They're just aspects of the creation that already existed when they noticed these quote unquote personalities and anthropomorphizing.
yeah, and you will be right. But all of those things that they were symbolizing by these different deities were material things. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. Even if it's on a microscopic level with something you couldn't understand, yeah, they were all physical.
Yeah. So you can't have matter without electromagnetism. it's impossible for you to have matter without electromagnetism. You know what I'm saying? So, it,
Isn't that symbiotic though?
yeah, I mean, yeah, I would agree with that.
Like you
Yes,
can't
it
have
is.
electromagnetism without matter.
No, because you could have electromagnetism without matter.
Could you give me an instant?
Share the
Well, for
screen.
as
Screen, Swab.
like the what science what science
Say it
describes
again,
as the
God.
far as what science describes as the vacuum, right? Even in the vacuum, what they're deeming to be nothing, there exists quantum fluctuations. Well, quantum fluctuations are virtual particles and virtual photons popping into existence and immediately annihilating themselves. And what you're seeing is charged particles coming into existence and immediately annihilating itself. So even in what science describes as nothing, there exists charge.
Yeah, but we know there's something. Like, I mean, once they pop in, like they pop in physically, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying because I look at all of that as matter. Like I don't I see like
I
yeah,
popped you on the flyer, Swab. You can share it. It's on in the back.
oh, it's in the back. Okay, yeah, I was asking what you were saying. Okay. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. I don't see electromag. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, shout out to electromagnetism without matter. Could be wrong, could be obvious wrong, but I just don't see it. I look at that like a symbiotic relationship. Both have to have each other.
Well, that I mean, I would be open to learn that because that's something I haven't came across. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Everything that I've come across has it the other way around that you can't have matter without the electromagnetic force.
Okay, and I can accept that. I can accept that, but I like I said, I just look at it as symbiotic. But yeah, I wouldn't say that light is the creator. I say that light is a definite like it's just not the creator. It's an aspect of the creator, like we are, like the water is. Like the fact that things exist to me is like the representation of a creation happening. And if a creation happened, then a creator exists, whether it's a thing, a event, something we can't wrap our mind around in the flesh. I just look at it as that. But no, I don't believe that light is the creator. No.
Yeah, but see, like you mentioned, us and water, we are electromagnetic beings, and water, we have water because of a covalent bond between two hydrogen atoms and an oxygen atom. Well, a covalent bond is a manifestation of the electromagnetic force. Without that, you can't even have water. You can't even have a hydrogen atom or an oxygen atom. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to have water. So yes, water is a part of creation, but even without what we're telling you for the electromagnetic force, you don't even have water.
Understood. Understood. There are more, things that I mean, I guess that is set up. Shout out to Melanated Goddess and Western. Yeah, I mean, I guess some things are stronger or pre-exist or don't need other things. And I mean that means something to us, but yeah, nah, I wouldn't agree that the like light is the creator. Like, no, that's one of the languages, as you say, the creator speaks. You say like, the or one of the tools or just one of the levels of existence, But as far as like, yeah, I can't say that. And I recognize what light and not just sun worship, but even like atoms in different cultures being recognized and deified or just, venerated or whatever it is, just showing the greatness of them. But yeah, I couldn't I couldn't lead myself down that road, And I mean it's a pretty quick little summary of it because like I said, I haven't heard that theory before, but I've heard a lot of the stuff that you incorporated in your theory. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. but it just to me it just keeps hitting that wall. Is like the creator, and like you already said, like no, not the creator, but it is the God. But I wouldn't even want to use that word because we all know who God is. And I'm not trying to change God, make him black or, make him grew up in Gary, Indiana or anything, just a piece to me. I just separate myself from it. So I don't use those terminologies no more. Now I recognize that we use God also generally to say, well, the God of the Quran or the God of the Aztecs, but they had names for their deities, just because I didn't put enough research to learn them all, I wouldn't disrespect it by calling it God. Like God is a specific naked old man that surrounds himself with little babies. So I wouldn't even do that to them. But I guess we can have that conversation on is like the God, but I think you agree with me. I think you agree with me in a way that I'm saying is not the creator. But I definitely wouldn't deal with the term God because I mean you can make a God out of light. God is man-made, so I can see the provision from light. I can see the protection from light. I can see all the aspects of the God of a God in light, and so did many other cultures. Therefore, why you got so many light deities. But
Yeah, and see, like we don't really deal with the question of who God is. We leave that up to the people who are in these cultures and beliefs to apply a name to it. You know what I'm saying? And we don't consider God to have a pronoun like he, she, them, they. You know what I'm saying? We refer to
hmm
God as it. God is power and force, and you know what I'm saying? And that's really the just about paradigm. You know what I'm saying? Because we feel like once you go to ascribing pronouns to God, like he, she, then you are making
hmm
the deity a human and practicing idol worship in the form of man or woman worship. You know what I'm saying? So we're really trying to get
hmm
away from that.
Okay, that's all right. Yeah, shout out to you for that. Yeah, anything put you away from your older paradigm, man, I support, man. So, you know, definitely strength to you. I won't get in the way of that. Seem like you're doing some pretty deep research. I don't know if you actually went to college and gained this information there, but you was an Israelite, so it's like, I think it's something that you learned post becoming an Israelite. So yeah, I can give you that. I'll get out your way on that one right there. But so what do you consider yourself ideologically wise?
Neither, I mean, in other words, I'm human. I don't like for being Kemetic or Israelite, Christian, and I don't subscribe to any of that. You know what I'm saying? I subscribe to Naga and being a human being. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the only lane I'm choosing, and I'm
hmm
open to studying all ideologies or all information. None of it is off limits. I don't cut myself off from any
I'm
information, no
pretty
matter
sure
where it
I
may
can
come
find
from.
some ideas that you will never ever go near.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? But
You know
I
what I'm
would,
saying? Like, yeah, I ain't
but I
fucking with
would, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not familiar with it already, I would give it a look. You know what I'm saying? And
it.
and if it pans out and holds to be true, then I will roll with it. Because we have a saying in Naga that the truth is our own ally. You know what I'm saying? So we hold on to the truth and discard everything that's not true.
Okay, understood, understood. Anything you want to ask me?
Yeah, when you say it like who, you know who God is, who would you say God is?
God is the old white man in the Bible that told the Greeks to kill all the Africans, take their land and their women, children for themselves. And God does not exist outside that book. It's a literary creation, like Jesus.
Yeah, and that's part of what we've been telling the believers when they deny the power and glory of God. When they say, "Oh, God not light," then you're effectively trapping your God within the pages of the book. Therefore, your God is an idol. You know what I'm saying? This literally something we've been telling people for years.
Okay, mic check, mic check.
Yeah, I'm here. I just muted out because I got my little baby.
Okay, yeah, no, I had got a phone call, got kicked off. I wanted to make sure StreamYard put me back in. Y'all can hear me though?
Yeah, you sound good.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. So, oh yeah, that's who God is. I think that was the question you asked me, right? Is that what we left off at?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's who I'm saying. God is. God is the God of the Bible, a literary creation based off of people's politics and um, yeah,
Yeah, and it's good you said religious politics because that's something we always did try to avoid, even before we devised this ideology of God as light is electromagnetism. Even before we had that idea, it's like we tried to bash on the religious politics, you know what I'm saying, and kind of take a lot of the divisions they have between them away because
hmm
it's our understanding in Naga that all of the ancients are describing the same phenomena. You know what I'm saying? Ascribing different names to these phenomena, but they are describing the same phenomena all around the world.
yeah. Shout out to them. Um, does white supremacy exist?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. How would you describe white supremacy? Quick, it ain't got to be deep. I ain't trying to rattle you or nothing. Just
Well, it's a social construct and caste system that places white people at the top and everyone else is a step under them, all the way down to the darker skinned people who are usually at the bottom, no matter where you find these racial caste systems all over the world. But
okay. Understand.
now are they biologically or genetically superior? Absolutely not.
And do you believe in the outer Africa theory?
I mean, for the most part, but I kind of leave myself open for undiscovered information or undiscovered evidence that might shift that. You know what I'm saying? It's
Understand.
a good working model today based on the evidence that we have at our disposal. But I also understand that one day they might make a discovery that upends that whole theory. You know what I'm saying? Then we gotta accept that for what it is as well.
Yeah. I think we got enough information to challenge the outer Africa theory. I believe that we were a global people that due to a catastrophic event and the global dryas event, um, we regressed or refuged back into Africa. And that's when the mutations happened. And then as the world started to normalize, we started leaving back out of Africa, and that's where history starts. And everything that they find, once they start leaving out, these people, at the time, I guess, I mean, the white people, albinos, Greeks, Romans, um, they dismiss it. Like they dismissed it by the time they started discovering, they're still discovering stuff, and it's like, oh, this isn't supposed to be here, and it doesn't match it up with our, theology, and they build everything off of their theology. Like their research and their funding is going toward proving they have a special relationship with the creator that puts them amongst everybody else. Therefore, the things that they do to people globally, the indigenous people, is ordained by God. So you can't be mad at them, you know. And that's
Right,
what I see.
and I would agree that we were a global people. You know what I'm saying? Based on the oral traditions of a lot of tribes, both in Africa and elsewhere, that
Mm-hmm.
state that, you know what I'm saying, they occupy the tropical regions of the earth. They're not saying that they came from one region. You know what I'm saying? So I would agree with you when you say we were a global people. Not only that, even if you look at the outer Africa theory, they're telling you that the Africans left out and populated the rest of the world. Well, when they did leave out, if that theory is correct, then they also left with language, culture, you know what I'm saying, and the like.
Mm-hmm.
So they would have brought those things to the other parts of the world too. And what we are looking at is a global civilization. You know what I'm saying? And it's my it's my hypothesis. This is my educated guess on that matter that it was a global civilization. You know what I'm saying? That melanated people had that was took down. That's why the papal edicts dispatched the people to all parts of the world, to the Philippines, to the Americas, Africa. You know what I'm saying? So they went all over the world conquering and colonizing, and that's how I feel like we lost the knowledge of this once grand global civilization of melanated people.
I'll be outside my black right quick.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, my bad. I was talking to the sister. Yeah, I get that. Okay, so I also believe that this is not our first time being intelligent. Like we're so impressed with what's going on now. I believe that like we had an understanding of science, like natural science, you know what I'm saying? The way that we didn't have to depend on such artificial intelligence. I believe that the human body and humans as a whole were like just more intelligent. Like we got things. And it's like we forgot that shit and now we being impressed with the reintroduction or rediscovery of certain sciences and certain intelligence. And that like they purposely dumbed us down so that we'd be impressed with shit like honor your mother and your father or, you know, a boat. Like the way that they teach it, and it's like modern human beings been around for 300,000 years, but it wanted to white people came around that we discovered a boat big enough to get across the Atlantic Ocean. Like I don't agree to that. So do you think that we knew certain sciences in ancient times that people, you know what I'm saying, try to pass off as newly discovered? Like to be specific, like cellular communication.
Yeah, I believe that's not something that's new. I feel like that's something we rediscovered. You know what I'm saying? Based on, especially like the findings that they just discovered up under the pyramids in Giza. You know what I'm saying? Them big deep pylons going what I think is like 2 miles deep into the ground, and they're coed pylons. You know what I'm saying? And once you look at the materials that the pyramids were around the world were constructed out of, most of them are conducive. So I do feel like, yeah, cellular technology and electricity is something that we rediscovered that was always utilized by the ancients. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere along the line, I do feel like we lost that knowledge and that information. Cause like for the one thing you mentioned about us not discovering boats until the white man came, well, there are canoes in Africa that are older than the mutation that's responsible for white skin. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Uh-huh.
there are actual canoes in West Africa that are older than their pigment mutation. So I always question the mainstream narrative. Now, that's not to say that the mainstream narrative is always wrong. Some of it can hold up to scrutiny, you know what I'm saying? But a
Hmm.
lot of the stuff they tell us about, the Africans or melanated indigenous people wasn't traveling the world and exploring the seas, then I don't agree with that because the evidence points otherwise.
No, I maybe you don't hear me. I said, do you think we left Earth before?
Or do I think we left Earth before? I mean, that's a possibility. It's not something that I would debate or could confirm. You know what I'm saying? I do believe it's a possibility though.
And do you? What's your thoughts on DNA?
DNA. What about it? What aspect of DNA would you like to know about?
Is that your all general thought? Is it bullshit? Is it partial bullshit? What's your mindset with DNA? Is it
I
all the way
feel like
correct?
I wouldn't say it's 100% accurate, but it's in the high 90s. You know what I'm saying? And what I feel the bullshit comes is the narratives they're painting with the genetic studies, you know what I'm saying, and the populations that they're testing some of these ancient discoveries against, you know what I'm saying, to draw a particular outcome, a desired outcome. You know what I'm saying? For instance, like the recent study that just came out showing that this ancient Egyptian man was more akin to Near Eastern people, you know what I'm saying, and people in Mesopotamia than it was to sub-Saharan Africans. Well, that they test yielded those results because they didn't have any sub-Saharan test subjects to test that DNA against. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like the genetics can sway the outcome of these studies based on their test subjects and who they're comparing these genetic findings against. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that too. I think it could like show you people connected, but not
Right.
everybody because you lose genetic information every time you breed. So everybody that you're related to won't show up genetically. And I don't believe that it can show you like your origin. This is where your
Now,
people started at. It can show you where this is where we found a large group of your people. And
yeah,
so
and
we
that's
just wrap
today.
that up in
Right.
saying this your origin, so
Right.
yeah.
I agree
Hmm.
with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not telling you where your people started in West Africa when you take this DNA test result. It's telling you we found this percentage of people carrying the same haplogroup as you in this location today. It's not telling you where they originated from. And yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay, so okay, what should our relationship be with white people?
Well, it depends on the white person, you know what I'm saying? Because just like some of them are against us, not all of them are against us. Like for instance, I feel like the white guy John Brown should be celebrated by black people. You know what I'm saying? And overall, the relationship we should have with them is a parent-child relationship because they're literally our children.
Okay, yeah, okay. I probably could kick that in the nuts a little bit. Yeah, but I'm not like I'm Black Power, but I'm not. I don't have to hate white people to love my people. But if loving my people like creates the conditions where you feel like you're hated, then we gotta like ask what's our relationship to each other. Like me loving my kids, and for some reason your kids are upset or you're upset as a parent. Me feeding my child is keeping your child hungry. Like, then what is this? You know what I'm saying? Because usually that's like a parasitic relationship where it's like things have to be leaning in their favor for them to be comfortable enough to, you know. And I just don't think that we're wicked enough to combat them in that lane. They're gonna kill way more of us, be willing to kill way more of us than we're willing to kill them. I mean, I know we got our people that take a bold stance on taking lives and stuff like that, but I just don't see us collectively agreeing to cut babies out of the womb and step on their head like they did our people in America and other places. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I would agree with that because if that was our nature, then we wouldn't have ended up in the condition we in the first place.
You got any questions?
Now, for like what, like you made a statement that you're pro-black, but that don't mean you have to hate white people. That's something else we also say. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like a thing about a month or two ago where we had me and my brother Larrell who's actually having a debate tomorrow. We had a couple white friends come on, called the white women, saying fuck the white man. And since we wouldn't just outright say fuck those white women or fuck white people, they try to make it like you're not pro black. And I'm like, I don't have to hate anybody to be pro my people. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why would I hate against an ally? Are we saying fuck the white man? They saying fuck the white man too. So
Hey, Juan, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, rolling up. I'm about to ride around the next 10 minutes. Got like 10
What's
more
up?
minutes. I gotta hit the road. I'm glad y'all two got the link up though and chop it, man. This was a powerful build right here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And what time is the debate tomorrow? 8?
Tomorrow it's at 9 o'clock Eastern
Okay.
on Coliseum of Arguments. You can go ahead. If you haven't subscribed to that already, please go subscribe to that. Suave B.O.S will be debating on the channel.
right.
So we gonna celebrate tonight.
That sounds like me and the brother got a lot we agree on. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind having another discussion with him to see what we could, make it good for the tournament, man.
Mm-hmm. You gotta find something y'all disagree on, so that way
right.
Get that $500. You feel me?
Yeah. I can get that. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, bro. You see me get live, man. That link is there for you, bro.
Yeah, I sent you a link
already.
Like 20 different back chats. So I was over here promoting while y'all was talking.
That's hard.
I don't know how many people watching, but I sent it everywhere.
I'm always trying to build with like minds, bro. You know what I'm saying? Build with my people. That's the one thing that Naga, we for that, bro.
Okay. And where are you located at? You in the States?
Yeah, I'm in New Orleans. Well, I'm in Baton Rouge. I'm from New Orleans.
Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. You think you believe in the political system? Do you vote?
I used to. You know what I'm saying? I used to believe in the political system and used to vote in every election until I got hip to the game, man. It's a charade, if you ask me.
Okay. Okay, that's what's up. And so, so what is your thoughts on the LGBT community? Should Black people be LGBTQ friendly?
No, because I feel like that's another system of oppression and population control, and you know what I'm saying. That's another thing they use to keep our numbers in check. Because women and women not reproducing, men and men not reproducing. We need solid nuclear family structures, and that's why I'm at with that. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't believe in polygamy?
I mean, to each his own. I'm not against it.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Uh, yeah, tried to kick you out there. What would you say is the biggest detriment to Black people?
The biggest detriment to Black people is the destruction of our nuclear family structure. That's the biggest detriment. And another detriment that I will pinpoint to our demise was integration. I feel like integration put us in a position of being dependent, you know what I'm saying? Because all during segregation and like really during slavery, after emancipation, all the way up to integration, we had our own, you know what I'm saying? We had our own communities and they were thriving. We had our own systems of government, they were thriving, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe, well, I ain't gonna say I don't believe, I know better than the mainstream narrative that they tell us about these subservient docile slaves. You know what I'm saying? When you read the documentation from the war generals, then a lot of them was describing who they was fighting. And they were fighting Negroes, for lack of a better term, you know what I'm saying? And they were in fear. They were petrified of these Negroes. You know what I'm saying? And this went on. This went on through every war, going all the way back to the American Revolution. They're not telling us that there were a group of black British Marines with the British burning Washington D.C. down, setting fire to the White House. And I feel like that's purposely done so we don't know that our people were here fighting every step of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I do believe some of us do have indigenous roots to America, and those people were fighting every step of the way. It was a alliance between those two factions that goes back to the moment they brought Africans here.
Um, so you believe? Uh, maybe that's the same question, but I just asked you just for clarity. Do you believe Africans were in America before slavery?
I believe it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I have any hardcore core evidence that says how for sure Africans? You know what I'm saying? Because we're dealing with a few things going on at once. You know what I'm saying? For one, they wouldn't have been called Africans because the term Africa isn't that old as it pertains to the continent. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And so when we're looking for evidence of Africans, then we have to lean more to linguistic evidence and cultural evidence. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a dead giveaway because you can find similarities in all languages and cultures. But that's something that I don't rule out. No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because not too long ago, about a month or two ago, they just discovered a whole new population in the land bridge between North and South America of a new population of hunter gatherers in the Americas. So it's my belief, you know what I'm saying, that man emerged everywhere in the tropical regions of the earth.
Okay, I understand that. And how are you define a nuclear family when you say that's like one man, one woman?
And it don't necessarily have to be one woman, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause like you mentioned the polygamy thing, but
Hmm.
it has to be a mother and father present with the children. You know what I'm saying? Whether you got sister
Okay,
wives involved or however, there has to be both elements in the home. You know what I'm saying? The feminine and masculine.
okay, understood. And do you believe black people should be patriotic?
We should be patriotic to ourselves more than anything. You know what I'm
Uh-huh. Okay, and one of the stances that I stand on is that nationality or the concept of nation destroyed the indigenous people because we ruled under families. Like our family was our government. It just lined up like that. You know, your mother, your father, your grandparents, and so on and so forth. And the concept of a nation said, well, you don't have to be related to people, just um, think the way that a certain people think, and they start grouping people up like that, which I believe led to the whole thought of a nation. It was a different type of interest that people took. What you think about that? That nationalism destroyed family.
Yeah, I would agree with that because you see the same thing not only going on with the tribes in America, but you see it going on over there in Africa too. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's like once they nationalized and drew those imaginary borders, then that changed a lot of families. You had families stuck on opposite sides of those imaginary lines that became all of a sudden they magically different. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would have to agree with that.
Okay. Um, do you support professional sports?
Now that's a home.
I take it you got a favorite team, huh?
Well, you know, I'm from New Orleans, so I do rock with the New Orleans Saints, but do I support them like I used to? No, because I'm going more away from that because I feel like that's a system of control as well.
Hmm. Yeah, I look at that as a way of like funneling all of our warrior class people into a reward punishment system that pats them on the back for dribbling balls and running up and down courts like children. And because they get paid so much money, they get to have so much influence when they're clearly the most dumbest people on earth. I don't meet a lot of intelligent athletes, and I think that's by design. Even though you got to go through college a lot of the times. I don't know how it is now. I think you could just go straight to the league or they changed it or something. But yeah, I just look at that as like just one of the major tools that like just funnels our warrior class into staying children all of their lives.
Not only that, you know what I'm saying? It keep our people preoccupied with sports instead of STEM. You know what I'm saying? Science, technology,
Hmm.
economics, and mathematics. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we should be uh, focusing more on science and technology than we are on sports. You know what I'm saying? And even it's like if you look at the news and current events, I can see how the sports could have you distracted from actually what's going on, from what's actually going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I feel
Hmm.
like it's being used as a system of control in those ways. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not one who that if I can't watch the Saints, my day go bad. Nah, it's weeks. Sometimes the whole season I might not watch the Saints. But me being from New Orleans, you know what I'm saying, they represent the city. So, you know, I fly that black and gold because I'm from New Orleans.
Yeah, another way to divide people, right? Instead of us being black, we're New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can see that. Mhm. Hey, Juan, you got any questions you want to ask me, man?
Oh, I talk to this brother every day. Yeah,
Oh,
shop it
okay,
every day.
understood.
Sometimes we be on the stream working all night on, like I'll be making graphics or doing videos. Like and his whole team will be in the stream yard. We'll tap you in. You know, we just be at work and
Okay.
building.
No, just asking to see based off because I know you know you not know a lot more about him, but is there any contention that you may have heard from anything he said, anything I said other than today? You know what I'm saying?
What I need to do is interview you,
Yeah.
and then I can answer that question with more
Okay.
clarity because I feel like I don't know anything about you.
So
You see what
clearly
I'm
the brother
saying?
isn't like, yeah, I get that. But he's not like an extreme pseudo in any area,
I mean,
you know.
if you consider God as light is a metro the magnetism pseudo, which a lot of people do, like
Yeah, a
that's
lot of people call it, a lot of people call it pseudo.
like that was
For
right
real.
there. Like outside of that, dog, one of the coolest brothers I done met on here. Period. So yeah, you know, he more than an associate. We be building
Understood. Yeah. I can ask you, do you what do you feel about demilitarization?
deep militarization. You asking me personally? I'll answer.
Yeah,
I'll
go
go
ahead.
first real quick before I slide up out of here. Demilitarization of America, of the globe.
Globe.
Oh yeah, that's the prison planet. You already know, like in several different ways. It depends on how you want to look at it. Several levels of understanding. You know, they got us locked spiritually. They got us locked physically into what we can do. We definitely still slaves to the system of capitalism. Capitalism. You know what I'm saying? Everything costs. Every second of the day. The only thing they ain't not charging us for is air. And I bet you they figure out a way to pollute it so that way they can do that next.
Yeah, no, you got a clean air tax right now going on. Ain't that a
So,
bitch? You
oh, I
industrialize,
you know
dirty
what?
up the air.
See, I'll
You
take that.
dirty the air up and then charge us for clean air.
So yeah, like ain't there's nothing free. Every square of toilet paper costs some money. Like so
Mhm.
you every just living has a bill. So everything costs and we're slaves. You know, like I say we're not free. We
Yeah.
think we're free because we haven't seen what freedom really is, but we don't know what it's like to wake up and not have an electric bill, a light bill, you know, them
Hmm.
charging us for the resources that the earth gives us in abundance. Somehow they've uh, garnered these things for themselves and cornered the market, and it's you know it's a monopoly, and they have endless money because the resources are endless from the planet. So when I say demilitarization, well, you said demilitarization though, so
Hmm.
you talking about boots on the ground. I mean, it gets different in different places and in different spaces too. If we go to the UK, they locking people up for social media crimes right now. You can't even, I can't dish you online.
Yeah,
If I say,
12,000 cases, I think it was.
yeah, the whole back chatter be in jail. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
every one of them. So it's like it's getting bad. It's getting worse. Freedom of speech is slowly being taken from us. No matter whether it's a Democrat or Republican, they keep stepping on it every step of the way. Whenever somebody comes in, you know, these are the things that we're fighting against. And then what they try to do is the divide and conquer. Oh, it's only a Republican thing. Oh, it's only a Democrat thing. No, it's two wings of the same bird running this play on you, and you haven't
Mm-hmm.
caught on to this flea flicker yet. Like, it's the simplest play in the world, and they don't even switch it up. So it's like, how haven't y'all caught on yet? But it sucks because I'll be on here arguing with these people, and I don't know. They think like whatever side they're on, they think I'm sucking. They think I'm holding the nuts for the other side. So if a
Mm-hmm.
Democrat hears what I'm saying, they swear I'm holding Trump's nuts. If a
Yeah.
Republican hears what I'm saying, they swear I'm Democrat sucking. You feel me? Pause.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But and I'm saying the exact same thing. I'm telling both of them that they're both corrupt, and they just don't want to take
Mm-hmm.
accountability. So that's what it is. Um,
Right. That's real though.
so I'm
That's
stuck
real.
between a rock and a hard place out here with the way I'm approaching things and trying to get people to do something different. I ain't gonna lie, I'm happy Trump won because I feel like even if he is shitty, at least we have a bargaining chip now. At least these niggas will see, hey, if you don't do something, you can offer us something or we'll do it again. Now we can come to the table and make some demands. But as long as we went back, no matter what the hell they never did for us, you see what I'm saying? Like, it was like,
Mm-hmm.
why do anything? Because we got them. Like, we don't have to try. So now we can come to the table. Now we can make some demands and tell them, hey, we'll go back to we'll put a Republican back in there if y'all don't want to work, or do y'all want to work? Do y'all want to work or don't y'all want to work? Like, I'll put it to them
Right.
just like that. And who are y'all working
Mm-hmm.
for? Us or the corporations? You know, I got to hear y'all say it out loud. That's literally how I would talk to them. Say it out loud. Okay. Are you working for the people, or are you about to just take our bread and
Right.
fucking adhere to the major corporations' needs? You know, which even ties into more demilitarization, the wars for oil overseas in the Middle East, what's going on in Venezuela right now, that whole fake drug war. It's just a reason for us to be down there so we can occupy some more land. Trump done already said it. They right in our backyard and they got all this oil, baby. We coming for the oil, baby. You know? So yeah, it needs to stop. I'm not for that. That's another thing that I do have against Trump. I got a lot of stuff I don't like about him. It seems like when I go around correcting misinformation, I get beat up though. So it's
Understood.
I understand both sides though. So I can understand why people voted for him. So in me trying to explain that to somebody will think I'm supporting them. Like, no, I'm just telling you because I listen to these people. So I can tell you what their concerns were, why they did what they did. You're acting like all this is so oblivious and you can't understand that anybody who does
Mm-hmm.
now has to be on their side. Like they try to play a mean, they have a mean manipulative game to them, and it's real cult like behavior. I mean, and again, it's something that's on both sides. It's not like it's one. The extreme MAGA
Mm-hmm.
people or extreme right people do it too. But yeah, we need to stop all these wars for oil. How do we though? I feel like there's nothing we can do. Even the American white and black people together ain't been able to stop shit. But it's because divide and conquer and bait and switch, where they're making you think one thing is the problem when you're really supposed to be looking over here. You know, they got us worried about racism. I mean, we should. I don't know. I feel like the whole racism thing has taken so much of black folks' energy. We can't fight for nothing else. And the racism doesn't matter. Who cares what another person thinks about you? See, and they equate fighting like the citizens of who are the MAGA people who voted. They think that fighting Trump is fighting them because they support, because he, you know, the MAGA people support him. but it's not. Like, and who cares what somebody else thinks about you? I'm trying to fight systematic racism, not racism amongst the society. I can care less what these niggas think. Like, go on in your corner in the country and do what you do, brother.
Do your
I
thing,
would even,
ain't it?
yeah, I'll fight for your right to do that. I'm a true libertarian. So I don't think that the government should have the right to take the KKK phone lines because they talking racist. I would
Mm-hmm.
fight for their right to still be able to have their phone lines, because if we start letting them do stuff like that, just because we think it's cool and we don't like them people, they could turn around and start violating our rights and doing the same things to us when they don't like what we saying. So it's certain rules of the playing field that I'm always gonna fight for,
Mm-hmm.
even for my enemy. Like, and that blows people too. They like, what? Like, I'm not defending the KKK. I'm defending the rules of sportsmanship that we all supposed to be playing. And I know they'll be like, well, they don't play by no. Like, man, look, just like that rationale ain't gonna get us nowhere. So now it's just chaos on all fronts. Is that what is gonna get us somewhere? We need organization. We need to mobilize together. Something that we haven't been able to do. We could sell out Popeye's chicken sandwiches overnight, though. We can sell a
Mm.
million. We can sell a million of
And
them, but black folks act like we can't decide to vote third party overnight. That shit pisses me off.
it's like that's why believe it or not, that's kind of one of the hidden agendas behind the God is light, light is electromagnetism thing. Because bro, we had the technology
Mm-hmm.
over 100 years ago, so we ain't even need to use oil no more. What we need gas for when we could have been having electric cars 100 years ago? You know what I'm saying? It's like they suppressed the technology that could liberate us from the need to have all of these fossil fuels. You know what I'm saying? It's like the question about the militarization. If the whole world do it, I'm for it. But I don't see them doing it because of greed. You know what I'm saying? That's big business. That's big industry. You know what I'm saying? Defense contracts and defense, you know what I'm saying, designs and all that shit, big business. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna fuel that shit behind the Earl when that's something that we don't even need. We got the man, we got the Zimbabwe brother Maxwell Chicken Bootsy. You know what I'm saying? He got microsonic technology. So his car is an electric car that don't have to be plugged up into an outlet to do shows because it run on radio waves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And
And
people
then,
didn't believe me when I pointed that out. Like there was this one dude who went viral, I guess, on my phone only for
yeah,
like building a power source that was radio waves. So he built like this TV that powered itself and a car and a
yeah,
helicopter. And
right.
motherfuckers was like, that's pseudo, that shit fake, get that shit the fuck out of here. I was like, that is crazy how impressed we are with being unintelligent. That shit is ridiculous, guys. Right.
And then you got the little dude over here in America, little dude Junior Brown. So when he turned the
Uh-huh.
plastic, he planned to turn the plastic into fuel and shit. So that could kill two birds with one stone. That could kill the oil dependency, you know what I'm saying, problem, and the pollution problem. Because you can clean up all the plastic waste. It's like they don't want
Mm-hmm.
that shit. So I don't never see them demilitarize it. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, we as a people need to start putting together our own security force that fight for the interests of our defense. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's not to say that America, the United States of America, is an enemy because we from here. We native to America. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we
Yeah,
should
I
defend
mean, I could
ourselves
be,
against all threats, foreign and domestic.
yeah, absolutely. I do believe in that. I believe that I could be born amongst my enemies. You know, I didn't
Hmm.
define my enemy. My enemy was defined for me, you know, when I came out of my
Right.
mother's womb, which is my problem with how things are set up because I believe in reincarnation because that's the only thing I can prove that fucking happens. People die and people are born. Now, what happens in between that, I know people would like to try to ease their mind, make them feel more comfortable about death. And maybe that's what I'm doing with reincarnation. But my initial thought is just the only thing I could prove is that the energy that's in us the energy that we are gets caught in these bodies, you know, and so I just see that happening, you know, over and over again. So
Yeah, what the way you explained it, I could see that because energy is never created nor destroyed. You know
only
what I'm saying?
transfer, yeah,
It's only
yeah,
transferred. So I would have to agree. You know what I'm saying on that.
yeah. What do you think about transhumanism?
Transhumanism. I I never really looked at it, brother. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? It's like because I'm trying to explore the other dimensions of this reality. You know what I'm saying? That's been
Mhm.
unveiled to us. You know what I'm saying? Through the sciences, like they done detected a fourth dimension and all of this time. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, maximize everything of this dimension because, like studying light showed me that it's shit that's probably in other light spectrums right in front of us, and we won't even fucking see the shit. Because all we see is visible light, and visible light is only 0.0035% of the electromagnetic spectrum. You know what I'm saying? So it's some
Mhm.
shit that might be right in front of us and fucking gamma ray, and we won't even see the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like I'm trying to unlock the mysteries of this dimension, see before I look behind this mug.
Well, no,
You know,
transhumanism is just the concept of artificial intelligence combining with organic intelligence.
oh, that's I feel like that's already here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a pacemaker is, you
Yeah,
know, breaking that. What's the name?
yeah,
But like my thing is because I know that they're big on the slavery thing to build an artificial body and to be able to harness or trap or catch the energy that we are into these updatable, maintainable patent bodies. So it's like now you done lost the right to die. You just in this body that they send to the store to get groceries, have sex with, make raise their kids, and you're the infinite power source. You know what I'm saying? Because the body dies, the energy in it transfers. So
right,
I believe that they pushing to trying to find a substitute for the human body, artificial intelligence, that they could just encapsulate our energy because they know they can't do it. Like you could kill and kill and kill and kill, but I believe what they seeing is the more people you kill, the stronger people get as a whole because that energy has to go somewhere. And it's like people are still giving birth at record numbers no matter what they do. It's like for them it's crazy. And it's nothing to us. You know, it's nothing to us. We don't really get to see those numbers because we don't compare because we're not competing with them. So we not out here
right,
like, man, how many babies y'all had? Let me make sure I had two more babies than you. But for some reason, they
right,
compete
right,
with us in every fucking what's the name. I believe that they're trying to discover another planet that they have a better relationship with than Earth because Earth isn't kind to them as far as the atmosphere and the light and the animals even. You know what I'm saying? It's like for some reason that mutation that they are, which I believe they come from albinos. I believe that was a mutation. Albinos came along and then we treated albinos like shit and they decided to go off on their own and do their own things and became white people.
right. Nah, you
Okay.
know what I'm saying? I can see that because this planet right here was designed for us. Now, who or what designed it, I don't know.
Hmm.
I won't put a name on that. You know what I'm saying? But it was designed for us. It wasn't designed for them. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they coming out with that a lot of people not following. Like they gotta follow the breaking news from that James Webb Space Telescope because it's changing it's changing a lot of the way we was taught, you know what I'm saying, right in front of our face every day. And the average person not even keeping up with that shit. Oh, look at
Yeah,
that!
man. I mean, yeah, shout out to the flat earthers. You know, they don't even think fucking space exists, which is crazy. That shit to me.
Yeah. You know, and it might be some truth what they saying. Now for one, not a flat earther. I studied it, you know
I
what I'm
was
saying?
gonna put you in that box, buddy. That sentence was gonna have me put
I
that flat
studied.
earther cap right on your
I'm
head.
not a flat earther. I'm not
Okay.
that. But because it's just like studying electromagnetism kind of opened that window for me too, because it's vast throughout the whole entire universe. You know what I'm saying? And once you break from the mainstream and start studying some of these other theories that they call friends, you know what I'm saying, and weigh that against weigh the information from those theories against the Big Bang, then you know what I'm saying, you make your own decision from there. But that's what we did, you know what I'm saying? We lean more towards plasma, cosmology, electric universe.